She was standing under the lights, dressed head to toe in a gown made of human hair, cameras locked on her every move. From the outside, it looked like just another dramatic moment on America's Next Top Model. But behind that frozen photo, she was fighting back tears. Alexandra Underwood says that was the exact second she realized this wasn't the opportunity she thought she'd signed up for. Not a dream launch into high fashion, not a celebration of talent. Something felt off. And when the final image was revealed at panel, the one millions would see, she knew the cameras had captured more than a pose. They had captured the moment everything changed. What most people remember isn't the tears, it's the fall. During one of the most infamous runway challenges on America's Next Top Model Cycle 14, Alexandra had to walk a catwalk while a giant swinging pendulum knocked the models off balance. When it slammed into her, she was sent flying off the runway in a moment that instantly went viral. The clip was replayed everywhere, turned into memes, and laughed at for years. It didn't stop there. In 2010, the footage was shown on The View, where Whoopi Goldberg laughed at the fall on air. That reaction only amplified the humiliation, and the moment followed Alexandra long after the episode aired. Years later, after renewed conversations about the show's treatment of contestants, Whoopi publicly apologized to her. But for Alexandra, the damage of that viral moment had already been done. And as embarrassing as that fall was, it wasn't the moment that truly broke her. But the pendulum fall wasn't the moment that shook her the most. It happened during the big hair day shoot, the episode where the models wore gowns made entirely of human hair. Before stepping on set, Alexandra says production split the contestants into groups and gave them a shocking directive. While one team posed, the others were told to yell, jeer, and tear them down from the sidelines. On camera, stylists were shown encouraging the girls to holler and scream. Alexandra says in that moment, it clicked. She feared producers would splice their voices together, making it seem even harsher than it was. To her, it felt manufactured, like drama was being pushed over modeling. When it was finally her turn to pose, the weight of it all hit. She says she was holding back tears, trying to keep it together under the lights. Oh, and in the photo chosen for panel, she's visibly crying. That's when she realized this competition wasn't just about modeling anymore. When the judges revealed her final photo, most viewers saw strength, poise, high fashion intensity, but Alexandra saw something completely different. She says that image, the one chosen to represent her performance, was taken in the exact moment she was holding back tears. If you look closely, she claims, you can see it in her eyes. She wasn't channeling fierce emotion for the camera. She was trying not to cry. Standing there at panel, she realized the show had captured a breakdown and reframed it as art. To the audience, it was just another dramatic shot. To her, it was proof that something behind the scenes felt off. That photo became a turning point, because in that instant, she understood the competition wasn't just testing modeling skills. It was testing how much emotional pressure she could endure without breaking. But while some moments felt manipulative, Alexandra says not everyone behind the scenes was the same. She points to late producer David St. John as someone who genuinely protected her. During filming, she was dealing with something devastating back home. Her boyfriend was losing his battle with cancer. Many of her phone calls from the model house were emotional, filled with fear and heartbreak. She remembers pulling production aside and asking them not to use that footage. She didn't want one of the hardest moments of her life turned into storyline drama. And according to Alexandra, they respected that. The calls never aired. For her, and that showed there were still good people working behind the cameras, even in an environment that sometimes felt very low. Years later, the conversation exploded all over again. A Netflix docuseries called Reality Check revisited America's Next Top Model, featuring former contestants and judges who made serious claims about what really happened behind the scenes. Some alleged emotional manipulation, intense pressure, and moments they felt crossed the line. Rumors online only fueled the debate. with fans re-examining old clips through a completely different lens. The series didn't just spark nostalgia, it reignited accountability. Suddenly, moments that once felt like just reality TV were being questioned in a much bigger way. And that growing scrutiny eventually led to a response from the woman at the center of it all. And as the backlash grew louder, Tyra Banks finally addressed the controversy head-on. In interviews and on camera, she admitted that she went too far in some moments on the show. She even acknowledged, in her own words, that she said some dumb stuff. It was a rare moment of public reflection from the face of the franchise. At the same time, she defended the show's impact, pointing to its efforts to cast diverse body types, backgrounds, and sexualities long before it was common in mainstream media. She made it clear she doesn't want her entire legacy reduced to a handful of resurfaced clips. But for many fans and former contestants, the debate isn't just about legacy, it's about accountability. In the end, Alexandra's story isn't just about one photo or one viral fall. It's about what reality fame really costs. That behind the dramatic music and glossy runway shots were real emotions. Fear, pressure, heartbreak, all unfolding under bright lights. A single frame captured her holding back tears, and millions saw it without knowing the truth behind it. For some, America's Next Top Model opened doors. For others, it left scars that only resurfaced years later. And it forces a bigger question. When reality TV creates unforgettable moments, who's really paying the price for our entertainment?